Hello, everybody, and welcome into another episode of the Fumble Sports Daily Show. So wonderful to have you with us today. We are live like we always are for 2 hours today. So settle in. We have a lot of picks to get to, research to do. Of course, we're going to touch on the NBA draft, which is tonight. It is Wembanyama Day. So I hope all of you, especially in San Antonio, are having a fabulous day. For all of those who are here for our regular sports betting, fantasy sports information, of course we will get into that. And as we do at every show, we'll go through our results from yesterday, see how we did before we dive into your questions, comments, and everything else. But before we do, I did want to talk a little bit about, as people settle into the show, I did want to talk about the trade that went down last night between the Washington Wizards, the Boston Celtics, and the Memphis Grizzlies. This is going to be a massive day of moves. Definitely keep Adrian Wojnarowski on your Twitter feed throughout the day because Woj bombs will be dropping. And a big one went off yesterday. We thought it was going to be Malcolm Brogdon going to the Los Angeles Clippers, with Porzingis going to the Celtics, and the Wizards just getting a few pieces as they clearly prepare for tank mode. But that deal fell through because Malcolm Brogdon, his injuries are clearly severe enough that he is an untradeable piece, that the Clippers wanted no part of him, and therefore it looked like the Celtics weren't going to get their man in Porzingis. Really interesting that Brad Stevens, he has clearly learned from his time under Danny Ainge, because Danny Ainge was known as a wheeler and dealer, and Brad Stevens is the same. Clearly has a similar blueprint, or a similar DNA rather, because once that deal fell through, I think a lot of people assumed no Porzingis to the Celtics. But the breaking news that went late last night, I believe it was just past midnight, is Marcus Smart has been traded to the to the Memphis Grizzlies. So again, there's breaking news in the NBA. Porzingis traded to the Celtics, Smart traded to the Grizzlies, and Tyus Jones traded to the Wizards, in what's clearly, again, a dump and dash situation for the tanking Washington Wizards. What I wanted to rant about and what I want to focus on is, why would the Boston Celtics, after so many years of coming so close to a championship, trade Marcus Smart? And was this the best move for the Boston Celtics? Porzingis is a really good pick-and-roll defender, really good pick-and-roll offensive player. Maybe the Celtics felt they needed a third offensive weapon, someone to pair with Jaylen Brown and Tatum, just to draw additional attention away from them. But I actually thought Marcus Smart was a pivotal piece for the Boston Celtics. I know the Boston fan base was ready to get rid of him. I think they were tired of his chucking from three. But in reality, a lot of the times you saw him chucking is because the passive nature of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown would come out way too frequently. I don't feel like the Boston Celtics failed to win a championship because Marcus Smart wasn't good enough or Marcus Smart let them down. I actually think the Boston Celtics, for 2 years in a row now, have failed to win a championship because Jason Tatum isn't Kobe Bryant, and Jaylen Brown turns the ball over with his left hand. These two players want to play an elite level of basketball, but frankly, at times, at the most crucial moments, they let the team down. It's Tatum and Brown that are holding this team back in some ways, not Marcus Smart. Where are you going to find Marcus Smart's defense? Where are you going to find his toughness? You're certainly going to need his leadership. Whether you think he's a good leader or not, he is a leader. He's a junkyard dog who is certainly leading the pack. Jason Tatum is not a natural leader. Jaylen Brown is not a natural leader. I think the Boston Celtics made a move that they think will make them better, but I actually think this piece is going to take away their opportunity of actually being the kind of complete team they need to be to win a championship. I think a lot of Boston Celtics fans are happy about Porzingis. The analytics suggest he's a good addition, but when it comes to balancing the floor, when it comes to defense, when it comes to toughness, when it comes to leadership, Marcus Smart's absence will leave a massive void, and I don't necessarily know how the Celtics are going to fill it. The one thing I do like about this trade for the Celtics is not only did they get Porzingis, they actually got some picks for tonight and next year, and I do think those pieces will matter because I think Brad Stevens is a better evaluator of young talent than Danny Ainge was in the middle rounds of the draft. Anyone can pick Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and hit a home run. But the middle rounds of the draft, I actually feel that's where Danny Ainge failed a lot of the times. There were years he had a ton of draft picks and really didn't do anything valuable with them. I think Brad Stevens has a much better eye for collegiate talent. So I wonder if Porzingis can stay healthy. I wonder how they ultimately use him. Is he a 5? Is he a 4? Where does he fit with Robert Williams on the floor? What's the future for Al Horford? There are a lot of questions I have after this trade for the Boston Celtics, but the one thing I do like is Brad Stevens is asserting himself. He is showing that he is active in the trade market. He is looking to make moves in the draft. I do like that if I'm a Boston Celtics fan, because Brad Stevens being too comfortable would lead to this Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown era having its window closed very easily, because the new CBA is going to make it very hard to build really strong teams if you can't draft talent well. So I like what Brad Stevens did there. But when it comes to the trade overall, I do have my questions of whether Marcus Smart leaving Boston is the best thing for the Celtics. As for the Memphis Grizzlies, I think they benefit from this trade because they get a defensive player. They have someone who can be in the ear of Ja Morant. You don't think Marcus Smart is going to get in Ja's ear all the time, off the court, on the court? I actually think that's going to be really good for Ja Morant. Whatever you think of Marcus Smart, I actually think he's proven after he came out of Oklahoma State that he can be a stabilizing force for a franchise. You may not think that way with all of his flops and sometimes the volatility on the floor, but actually he does a really good job outside of where we see him, sometimes barking with teammates. He does a really good job of keeping the group together, and again, he is a leader. So I actually like the move for the Memphis Grizzlies. For the Wizards, it's just tank mode. And I do think, and this is a good comment that's brought up by YA Tittle 24, I do think Malcolm Brogdon's injury is something else to keep an eye on. If the LA Clippers wanted no piece of him, if the LA Clippers thought he was broken goods, it does make me wonder what the Boston Celtics are going to get out of him. I actually think this trade really doesn't speak to their trust in Malcolm Brogdon, obviously. It tells me that Derek White is about to take over the keys as, I believe, either the starter, but really the more essential point guard down the stretch for the Boston Celtics. I think Derek White has proven himself over the last few, let's say 18 months, and I think Derek White is going to assert himself into the role that is left largely by Marcus Smart, at least in playing minutes. When it comes to leadership, when it comes to defense, when it comes to toughness, I think this team is going to miss Marcus Smart. I know Boston may be rejoicing right now about bringing Porzingis to Beantown, but I do think Marcus Smart no longer being a Celtic will actually hurt them over the course of the long stretch, over the course of the season. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Jorge, great to see you. Yep, Porzingis to Boston. Big news in the NBA, and I don't think it's the last big move to go down. Make sure you're following Adrian Wojnarowski today. We are keeping our eyes open for any Woj bombs that come our way, because I fully expect teams are going to be wheeling and dealing. And don't think the Boston Celtics are done just yet. I think Brad Stevens is very much about it. Ahmed Rizal, we already have a celebrity shot of the day, so let's get that on the board. But before we do, we always give out our disclaimer. Everybody, welcome into the Butt Fumble Sports Daily Show. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday, June 22nd here. Hope you're having a lot of fun, and we're going to be live for the next hour and 50 minutes, so settle in. As always, we let you know we are not a sports book. We're not endorsed by any sports book. We're here for entertainment, fun, talking sports, and of course, we do go to a number of websites and places for good sports data, analytics, and research, but we are not endorsed by any sports book, and we don't use any sports book. If you need help, there are places you can go. We are here for fun. We're here to talk sports. Hope you're ready to over the next hour and 50 minutes. Now that we've done that, let's look at how we did yesterday. Let's start with our results, just looking at our results from yesterday. Overall, wasn't a good day for me. Not a good day for me. You guys did much better at 9-6, but I went 23-25. Our MLB game picks were a disappointment. Our player prop bets were a disappointment. Just wasn't a good day for us. So hoping we can bounce back today. Long ball, long shots of the day went 0 for 4. Stealing and sharing, we went 1 for 6. Those were the results from yesterday. Seeing how we did, you guys up on the big board. Caesar went 1-1. Zodwick went 1-1. Dante got a 1 win. Mike Oxlong went 2-0. Nice job, Mike. Jorge missed on Corey Seager, and of course, no Ronald Acuna Jr. That game got washed out. Top Dog went 0-2. One of the first times Top Dog's gone 0-2. G-Clips got back on the board with a win. LRK 425 had a really good night. LRK 425 cashed both tickets. Y.A. Tittle cashed the ticket that he had. I believe you had one more, but that didn't happen because of the washout as well. And Alexander missed on his parlay because the Pittsburgh Pirates laid an egg. That's how you guys did. One more time going through what I had. 0 for 4 on our long ball long shots of the day. Just missed on a bunch of... What was so interesting to me, and I know this is, just commentary after the fact, we were so hot during the show, and then I felt like we went through a cold stretch like right after. So that said, we do what we do every single day. We clear out the results from yesterday. We put it in the rear view mirror. We take our lessons from it, but we move on. Brand new day, new opportunity to cash some tickets, have some fun, find new ways to get the most out of our sports viewing experience every single day. So we have some celebrity shots to get into. As always, hit that like button. Every time we hit 2,000 likes, we'll give out a long ball long shot of the day. If you share the channel, we will give out a player we think is going to get a stolen base. Both of those usually come in at good plus odds, plus 250 to, let's say, plus 500. So those are good plus plays. We certainly won't cash on all of them. We like to cash between 33 and 50% when we can, but that's what we're looking for. Our MLB picks, we're all loaded up. If you want to get MLB picks, and I also have some WNBA picks, did my research on the WA this morning. If you want any of those, just give us our live gift of confetti. We really appreciate you guys supporting the show. This is what we do full time, so we appreciate you guys supporting us. Goes a long way. That said, let's get into our first celebrity shot of the day, and that is coming from Tyler. Tyler, great to see you this morning. Let's look at Tyler's record, 3-3, so hopefully he can get above 500 today. And Tyler is taking Ahmed Rosario over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs, making sure I have that correct. And that's right. Let's look at Ahmed Rosario to start off our show, everybody. Ahmed Rosario, he will be facing J.P. Sears of the Oakland Athletics. So interesting. You're getting it at 1.5. I'll let you throw that up on the board. But right now, I'm only seeing it at 2.5. I don't like it at 2.5. It's too bad because this has actually been a consistent play. He's been hot of late. Again, J.P. Sears. That ERA has actually come down over his last few starts. He's been pitching much better. But he had bad numbers against the Guardians earlier this year. If we look at Ahmed Rosario against J.P. Sears, 1 for 4, so not crazy stats. Don't get too excited about it. But that said, if you can get it at 1.5, I certainly encourage it. But unfortunately, it looks like it's mostly at 2.5 across the sports books. So that's our first celebrity shot of the day. LRK425 on fire. Told y'all fade Castillo, fade Julio. Told you. You were so right, LRK425. You crushed it. LRK425, let us know what you have for your celebrity shot of the day. And I didn't even notice it. It was raining some confetti just a moment ago. IP Shade 45, great to see you today. Let's go. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Mike Torres, great to see you. We have a celebrity shot of the day from LRK425. We'll throw that one up as well. We will also throw out a play of the day. Stephen Kwan is definitely a good play today. IP Shade 45, love where your head's at. That said, we're going to throw up LRK425 celebrity shot, and then we're going to give out a bunch of our picks because IP Shade 45 just made us hit the broom. We got to throw out we've got to clean up this confetti, which means we've got some picks to give out. By the way, Jorge, no, I don't think Charlotte or Portland are going to trade their picks tonight. I think Charlotte is going to trade Brandon Miller. I think they've really settled on that. They have a point guard. I think that's where they're going to go. And I think Portland's executives have fallen in love with Scoot Henderson. I think Scoot Henderson could end up being the steal of the night. This draft, I don't want to do this because I think it's kind of at this try. The dream, Olajuwon, was the consensus #1 pick. It was no-brainer, even with Michael Jordan in the draft. almost every executive, every scout you would ever talk to said Hakeem was the obvious number one in that draft. The same is about Wemby. So Wemby and Hakeem, very similar situations. We know who's number one. We know who's locked in. Now, that said, number two in Michael Jordan's draft, the Portland Trailblazers said, we already have Clyde Drexler, a similar player to Michael Jordan, so we're not going to draft Jordan with number two. We'll go with Sam Bowie because we want some size, and Bowie out of Kentucky. Tonight's draft is a little bit similar in this way. The Charlotte Hornets are saying, okay, we'll pass on Scoot Henderson, who might be actually the more talented prospect and player, because we already have someone in his position, so we'll actually take Brandon Miller. Now, I think Brandon Miller is going to be a better pick than Sam Bowie was, because Sam Bowie had injury history. You could kind of see where his career was going to go. I think Brandon Miller could be a really good player in the NBA. I think Scoot Henderson could be a star. I think Wemby is going to be a superstar. I'm all on the Wemby hype. I think Wembanyama is the real deal. I'm not worried about his scrawniness. I actually think he's a little bit bigger than people think. But Scoot Henderson, that dude reminds me of Anthony Edwards. I think this dude can play. I actually think that he could end up being the stud of the draft outside of Wembanyama. And I think we're seeing a little bit similar to that Michael Jordan draft in that the number two pick, rather than taking the best player, they go with what they believe is a need, and they actually miss out on the best player available. Just a thought for tonight. Just a thought. LRK425, you're also throwing the Rays on the money line. That one I love as well. I'm taking that one as well. So our first pick that we will give out, Rays on the money line. I do love that pick. I also do like the Guardians on the money line. I'm totally with you as well. LRK425. I like both of your picks today. Rays on the money line. Shane McClanahan on the bump. That's a no-brainer at this point. He is the AL Cy Young Award winner right now for me. And actually, we put out an article, the Butt Fumble Sports community. Our baseball writer just put out an article yesterday about our MLB mid-season awards. We're getting close to the mid-season mark. So if you want to check out who we think are the award winners so far in Major League Baseball, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. You can check out that article where we give out our mid-season awards. With that said, though, we have McClanahan as the Cy Young, and I think that he's going to win today. I do love Logan Allen. He's pitched really well so far, so I do like that pick as well. LRK425, I'm going to hit you up after the show. By the way, if you guys want to contact us, do what LRK425 did. Go to our website, go to the Contact Us page, and just reach out. We'll schedule a time to talk. If you guys want to reach out to us off the air. Love engaging with you guys. Love talking to you. Okay, anyways. LRK425, though, we're going to have to talk about Wembanyama because I disagree with your take on him. That said, let's get to more of my celebrity picks. We'll throw up your records in just a second. But I have some more I have more confetti picks to give out. So my next confetti pick to give out is going to be Diamondbacks, Nationals, yes to a run in the first inning. Next one that I'm going to give out is going to be Red Sox and Twins, no to a run in the first inning. Okay, we've given out 4 game picks. I have more to give out. Let's do another game pick, and then I'll move on to a player prop bet. I will also take Pirates, Marlins, no run in the first inning. And now we've given out 5 because we got 5 confetti, but I'll give out one more. I'll also give out a player prop bet. First player prop bet that I'm going to give out is going to be Anthony Volpe. I actually have to check before I give this out because I want to make sure that I'm actually getting it where I want. It might be at 1.5, and if so, I don't want to take it. Yeah, not being offered. Okay. I won't give out that. I was going to give out Anthony Volpe over half a strikeout because it's such a consistent play. He hit a home run yesterday, which means I bet he'll be swinging for the fences 2 days in a row. Let's go with Christian Walker, and we'll take just over half a hit for Christian Walker. Really strong play, as you can see. 5 straight games, actually even more than that. 6 straight games, 9 out of the last 10. This is an easy one for me. He has a matchup against Jake Irvin. He's 0 for 1 lifetime, but against right-handed pitching this year, 276 average. Irvin's just not that good a pitcher. So I did like Christian Walker. This would be a leg of a parlay for me at minus 269. Certainly letting you know about that now. So it would be Christian Walker over half a hit. And make sure that's a leg of a parlay. Also want to look at hits, runs, and RBIs. 62%. Hasn't hit in the last 2 games, but again, I do like the matchup against Irvin. Those 2 games were against the Brewers. So I like this one. I do like this one. Oh, hits, runs, and RBIs. So I am taking this as well. Christian Walker over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. And we are on the board, everybody. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you hit the like button. If you hit the like button on YouTube, we will give out a long ball long shot of the day. If you hit the like button up to 2,000 likes on TikTok, we'll give out a long ball long shot of the day. You know what we do. IP Shade 45. I don't think Dame's getting traded. I don't think that's happening. I actually think that train has sailed. So, okay, yeah, let me show you your records in case any of you guys were missing them. Alexander 2-7, Candyman 9-8, Caesar 3-2. Christopher is 3-0. Cullen 4-2. Dante 10-12. Did get a win yesterday, Dante, so got that up. Jorge is now 18-9. IP Shade 45 is 4-5. Mike Oxlong, you're above 500. You're up to 11-8. Mike Torres 835 is 3-3. Show Me is 7-3. Santa's 3-1. Stephen Pock, you're 2-4. Tito's Full Send 9-6. Top Dogs 14-11. Tyler's 3-3. YA Tittle 24 is 2-1. And Zodwick off to a hot start, 4-1. He did suffer a loss yesterday, though. So if you want your celebrity picks up on the board, you guys know what to do. We also have a couple WNBA picks to give out. By the way, Dante, and to everyone watching on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, great to see you. Welcome into the show. If you guys have comments, never hesitate to throw them out there. We're standing by to take those. Of course, if you're watching on TikTok Live, you know where we're about it. Tyler, I'm not as crazy about total bases. I like the hit. I like the hits, runs, and RBIs. That's why I went with it. LRK 425, what's up? LRK 425 is 8-2. Yeah, you're crushing it, man. If Portland drafts Scoot, do they trade Simmons? Jorge, yes, that I could see happening. That would make sense to me. Yep. LRK 425, you also like Julio to strike out. Interesting. Mike Torres. Mike Torres is tailing us on that no run in the first inning for the Red Sox and Twins. Let's throw that up there. Mike Torres, 835, is taking Red Sox, Twins, no run first inning. No run first inning. There you go. Tyler, when did we start doing no run first inning? Once I found a good resource for it. So it took me a little while to find a good resource. That's why I'm ashamed about it. Just because when you don't have good data, how can you be throwing it out there? But we found a good resource for it. So great to see you guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Throw your questions and comments in the chat. Jorge is asking about Braxton Garrett on strikeouts. Let's go look at that. I actually think this is a good pick, so glad you went with it. I did have my eye on this one. Strikeouts. Now, the over 5.5, 51% implied probability, but look at the trend. Really strong trend. I don't know if we like it at 5.5. Can we get it at 4.5? It's at minus 290. Not great, but I actually do like this. This is a good trend at over 5.5. I'd go with it. So Braxton Garrett, I would take it. No alternative line that's better, but Braxton Garrett over 5.5 strikeouts. I like that one. It's been very consistent. He's facing the Pirates. As you can see, 9.95 Ks per 9, really strong. And Pirates against him, a couple guys with numbers. McCutchen does have a home run, something to be mindful of, but not big numbers. Not a big sample size, rather. Okay, Mike. Let's get you on the board, Mike. And that would be Mike Oxlong. And you are taking, I think, Paredes over, is that half a base? Interesting. Over half a base. Let's look at that one really quickly, everybody, just to see what we're getting on it. By the way, we are in an alternative location, so if you do hear an echo, yes, this is not the normal setup for Butt Fumble Sports, so getting that echo. Over half a base has been a good trend, has been a really good trend, 6 out of the last 7. Good find, Mike. Minus 155. Now, here's the only question. Starting pitcher today is an opener. I've heard it's going to be Brady Singer, so I heard that Kuas is going to be the opener and Brady Singer is going to come in afterwards. Paredes hasn't faced him. How about against right-handed pitching so far this year? Brady's 263. Interesting play. I'm not gonna follow this one, but an interesting play. Not a bad one, Mike. Not a bad one. LRK425, thanks for the fire. What's Gaz looking at? What was Gaz's play? A's and Guardians, no run in the first inning. That isn't one I'm touching. I'm not touching that game. Yeah, LRK425, I think is right about that one. That's a coin flip game for me, so I wouldn't touch that game. In terms of an opening run in the first inning, I wouldn't touch that one. I could easily see one of these teams scoring. By the way, and I'm not just talking about the Guardians, so I wouldn't touch that one, Gaz. I just don't have the same level of confidence. We have some other first run inning plays, or no first run inning plays, that I think are much better. Those 3 right there, I have more to give out, so no worries about it. Dante has a pick. Let's get Dante's celebrity shot on the board. Dante, everybody, is 10 and 12. Hopefully these 2 picks get him back up to 500. And Dante is taking Shane McClanahan over half a win. Also taking Ronald Acuna Jr., and you had it as over 1.5 bases. Over 1.5 bases. I do love the Shane McClanahan over half a win. I'm not going to follow it on my big board just because I usually don't play the over half a win. But I think this is a really good play. Really good play. By the way, shout out to the individual who just subscribed on Twitch. Nice job, everybody. So, Shane McClanahan, over half a win's a good play. Let's look at Ronald Acuna Jr. So we loved him yesterday. Game got washed out. Aaron Nola got pushed back to today. Kind of love that. Love that. So the over 1.5 bases is not a strong implied probability. Now, again, we talked about this yesterday. Same stats as yesterday. Acuna Jr. rakes against him. So we do like Ronald Acuna Jr. The over 1.5 bases, I am not going to discourage. That's not the bet I would make. It's not the play I would take. But Dante, I certainly don't discourage this Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 bases. Absolutely think this could cash. But for me, first of all, I'm curious about the hits overall. But hits, runs, and RBIs at 1.5 is the play for me. First of all, look at that. 9 out of the last 10 games, man. That's lawnage right there. Definitely going to take this. We had it yesterday, so we're just going with it again. Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. I'm also curious about taking him on a stolen base. I know we haven't gotten a share of the channel yet, but I'll give him out as a stolen base as well. 30% on the stolen base. So I'll also put him up on the board. I think he's going to grab a bag today. Now, I don't have him on a long ball, long shot of the day, but I do have him on a stolen base of the day. Okay, Jorge, you did share the channel, so thank you. There you go. Perfect timing, Jorge. LRK425, love the idea of over half a hit, just not available. But let's look at Austin Riley. We talked about this yesterday. Austin Riley, again, Oh, sorry. Austin Riley. There you go, over half a hit, and we love it. And not only do we like it, it's been a good trend of late, but as I mentioned before, ownership of Aaron Nola. Just unbelievable numbers. So, boom, 444 average, 5 home runs, just crazy. So this is a no-brainer for me, absolutely taking it. I know it's at minus 209. I actually don't think that's that bad, but throwing this up on the board. Throwing this up on the board, Austin Riley over half a hit. I'm also looking at over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for him. It won't be a good implied probability. Yeah, the under's the stronger play. I told you it yesterday. I wrote it yesterday. I'd go with it even on a bad implied probability. So over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. But it is a bad implied probability. So I am letting you guys know. It may not be one you guys want to follow necessarily, but I like the play. He just has too good a history against him. LRK425, if you can get Acuna Jr. on over half a hit, if it's at Bovada, like jump on it. That is absolutely a good play. No doubt about it. Love the call, LRK425. By the way, Tyler, thank you so much for the cap. Hats off to you. But LRK425, yeah, Bovada is giving that out. And by the way, guys, you guys will hear me talk about this a lot. Don't be loyal to one sports book. Be on multiple sports books. That way, like LRK425, if you can't find it on DraftKings or FanDuel, BetMGM or Caesars, if you have Bovada, and you can find it there. Don't be loyal to one place. Find the best deal. Find the best bet. That way you can take advantage of the opportunities that are out there. Okay, Mike, I see your pick. Let's throw Mike's pick up there. Mike is going with Luis Arise over. And what are you getting Arise on today? You are taking over half a single. That has been our go-to play of late because we can't get over half a hit. We have been taking over half a single for him. It has been such a consistent play. At this point, I don't blame you for going with it. It's too consistent not to go with it. 1.5 hits? No. Over half a hit? Over half a single? Bingo. 69%, 100% over the last 5 games. Too strong to not go with it. I'm right there with you. But this is one at this point we have every single day. I mean, it's just too consistent not to go with. Luis Arise over half a single. And again, that's over half a single, which makes it good odds. For minus 225, you throw it into a leg of a parlay. Luis Arise over half a single. Austin Riley over half a hit. Christian Walker over half a hit. That'd be an interesting 3-leg parlay without taking too much risk. Okay, guys, we are at 2,000 likes. Appreciate you guys hooking us up with that like button. So we have a long ball, long shot of the day to give out. I'll give out the first one from that Braves-Phillies game. And I am going to go with Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run against Bryce Elder. Good righty-lefty matchup. First, let's actually look at the weather for that game. You can see weather for today tending to be a bit down. Don't expect a bunch of big scores today, but I do like the fact that -3 when it comes to home runs, that's not a big enough number to scare me away. So I do like Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run today. Just throwing up his odds on the home run. First of all, 26% implied probability, that's really strong. Plus 280 would be the bet. He has a home run in 3 of his last 7 games. Now, against Bryce Elder, he doesn't have any at-bats this year, or in his career. He does have 10 home runs this year against right-handed pitching. I know the 184 average, he's been atrocious when it comes to batting average, but we're focused on the home runs. I am not taking him on 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. You know, guys, that's usually one I do like. This has been actually a very consistent trend now that I look at it. Interesting. This is actually more consistent than I thought. But I'd be curious, can I just get over half a base? Nope. Can I get over half a hit? Yes. This I would take. I'll take the over half a hit. I won't take the 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, but I will take Kyle Schwarber over half a hit. Don't have the same level of confidence in the hits, runs, and RBIs as I do in over half a hit today. And by the way, the over half a hit, -175. So that's actually good enough to stand on its own as an individual bet. But again, if you wanted to maybe parlay these two together, that could be a good parlay. If you wanted to parlay this one with Riley, could be an interesting play. So there you go, everybody. That's a long ball, long shot of the day because we hit 2,000 likes. Okay. LRK425. I parlayed 4 hits together yesterday with Riley and still cashed the ticket. Love it. Yeah, they'll obviously reduce the odds and just pull Riley out of there if the game doesn't go down, if it's postponed or suspended or anything. But yeah, great job on that. And guys, over half a hit, those are the kind of plays, again, don't make a big parlay. Don't go to 5 legs, 6 legs. I think that's where it gets a little nutty. But if you just do like a good 2-leg parlay, Luis Arise with, let's say no run in the first inning. Maybe an interesting play. Maybe you do like a run in the first inning, you do the 2 together. Or Kyle Schwarber over half a hit, and, again, one of these Rays on the money line. Just pairing these 2 together, not getting too nutty. I do think it's a nice little play there. Mike Torres hammered LSU on the money line. Good job. Go Tigers. Riley and Arise. Good call, LRK425 with the Rays. Yeah, I really like that one. Riley, the Rays, Arise. Good call. Okay, Mike's asking about Bryce Elder over on strikeouts. Let's get to that. By the way, if you guys want any of my picks, I've got a bunch of picks waiting to hand out. So just hit the confetti, hit that live goal, and we'll give out some more. Let's look at Bryce Elder on strikeouts. Over 4.5 does have a good implied probability, but it has missed the last 2 games, and I have been thinking about that going into this start. I was a little bit concerned. Phillies against right-handed pitching this year. Marsh, 281. Harper, really good numbers. You might want to jump on Harper. We'll look at him right after, actually. Some decent numbers throughout the lineup, though. So I'm not as crazy about this, and what I'm really talking about is the strikeouts on the right side. So let me actually blow that up so you guys can see. So you just look at the strikeout numbers. 30% for Marsh. He's been striking out quite frequently. But other than that, Harper, 18%. Baum, 18%. Stott, 18%. There's some lower strikeout numbers here. I'm not as crazy about this one as I would be against other opponents. Looking at over his let's look at him on the road. 2 out of the last 3. Interesting trend on the road, has been a good trend. So if you wanted to take it, I could understand it. I'm just not as crazy about this play. I'm not going to touch this one. You guys may like it, but I'm not going to touch this one. Not as excited about it. So might avoid it. Again, if you guys like it, I'm not going to talk you out of it, but it's not going to make my big board. I know it's got the implied probability. There's some trends behind it, but I'm a little bit hesitant on Bryce Elder right now. By the way, LRK425, how do you pronounce his name? Is it Caglianor? Caglianor? Dude's impressive. I'll certainly say that. Dude is impressive. But that said, thank you so much, IP Shade, for the basketballs. Before, I wanted to look at Bryce Harper. Good numbers against right-handed pitching this year. Over half a hit's available, everybody. And by the way, at minus 219, that's a really strong play. Really a lot of greenage here on our trend over the last 10 games. I'm throwing this one up there. It wasn't one I had prior to the show, but Bryce Harper, over half a hit, I think that's one you got to jump on. He has unbelievable numbers against right-handed pitching this year, so that's what's really encouraging it. Can I get over half a base? No, it's 1.5. 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. That is a good trend at 62%. I'm much more inclined to take this one than I would be with Kyle Schwarber, so I'll take this one as well. Bryce Harper, over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. I feel much better about that than I do Kyle Schwarber on the same play. $31 homers this year and 8-1 as a pitcher. That is incredible. Wow. So I'm assuming he's going to make it to the majors this year, right? Like he's the kind of player that'll go straight from college to minor league ball maybe for a minute and then the majors. Because they do that every now and then, especially with talented pitchers. Jactani. That's an interesting nickname. Yes, sir. Okay. I love it. Julio Rodriguez over half a hit. Let's look at it. I know LRK425 is heavy on the fade, but let's see. Julio Rodriguez over half a hit. 72% implied probability. Pretty strong here. No, he missed the last 2 games against Domingo Germán. This is where LRK425, your fading ends. He's got good numbers. He's 1 for 3 with a home run against Domingo Germán. I'll take the over half a hit. I'll take the risk. I'll take the over half a hit. You may not like it, LRK425. I understand that. Feel free to fade. I'll take Julio Rodriguez over half a hit. And by the way, and on nothing else. That would be it. But I will throw it up there. He can't hit the slider. Well, hopefully he gets a fastball tonight. Because I like the implied probability, and I like the stats against Germán. It's right-handed pitching. 233 average. I get it. I get it. He is struggling. I get it. Appreciate all those who are with us. You guys said the same thing yesterday. Very true, LRK425. Very true. We did say it yesterday and it missed. So are we stepping into that hole again? The strikeout is better. Let's look at that then. Let's look at Julio Rodriguez to get a strikeout. Let's see if that's a good play. Oh, not that. Over half a strikeout. 74% implied probability. Now, that hasn't been as consistent of late. But that said, fine. I'll take it on both sides. I'll actually double down, and I'll go kind of I'll hedge my bet. So Julio Rodriguez, over half a strikeout. I'll take that. I have no problem with that. By the way, did I check the right thing earlier? I want to make sure. Maybe I got it wrong. Is Anthony Volpe up here? Yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. Okay, this is a play I love, everybody. Everybody jump on board with this one. I absolutely love Anthony Volpe over half a strikeout. I wanted to give this one out earlier, but I hit the wrong button. So Anthony, I hit pitcher strikeouts. Anthony Volpe over half a strikeout. Love that play. Love that play. Okay, Dante, will it be a great play to put High Song over half a hit for the parlay? Let's see. High Song Kim over half a hit. 64% implied probability. Really strong 6 games in a row against Alex Wood. Only concern here, not great numbers against Alex Wood. I wish it were better, Dante. Dante, if that number were better, I'd definitely jump on it, but not strong enough for me. Not strong enough. Okay, for all of those who love playing daily fantasy sports, make sure you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, and check out our DFS lineup for the day. That's on our website, buttfumblesports.com. Make sure you check it out today, along with our MLB game picks for the day, the best hitter-pitcher matchups, and you can check out our midseason MLB awards. So make sure you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. While you're there, check out our store, and feel free to contact us. We'd love to hear from you guys. LRK425, I am Seattle. I love it. Okay, IP Shade 45, you're asking about Andrew McCutchen. Let's look at Andrew McCutchen. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs is what you're asking about IP Shade 45. The over does not have the strong implied probability. By the way, interesting, we are getting a story out of SNY here in New York. Clippers are considering moving Paul George, and the Knicks are in conversation with them. Early conversation, early rumors that the New York Knicks are in pursuit of Paul George. Interesting. We've got some Woj bombs on our horizon. Is Paul George coming to NYC? Interesting. IP Shade 45. Interesting on Andrew McCutchen. Not a good trend of late. How has he done against Braxton Garrett? He does have good numbers, and I know that's why you like him. LRK425, I know that's why you like the play. But I'm not going to take this one, LRK425. He's just been struggling of late. I don't feel the same about Andrew McCutchen that I have in the past. If I'm going to take it, I like the over half a hit. Over half a hit's a much better play when it comes to the trend. So IP Shade 45. Again, I'm giving out, this by the way is not a chalky play. Minus 190, this is a play I can endorse. This is a play I'll put up on my board. Andrew McCutchen, over half a hit. That's the better play. That's the better play. LRK425. If I go out there for the All-Star game, I'll definitely let you know. And if you're ever on the East Coast, let me know. Would love to grab lunch. We'll talk after the show. Okay, Mike Oxlong asks, do we like Adam Duvall on over half a base? Adam Duvall on over half a base. So let's look at that. If you have celebrity shots, make sure you throw them in the comment section. We give everybody 2 picks of the day, 2 celebrity shots. Over half a base is a good play on the implied probability, good odds. The trend has been okay. How has he done against Joe Ryan in his career? No at-bats against right-handed pitching, a 3.08 average. I tend to like this play. I know that it's a righty-righty matchup. Joe Ryan, good pitcher on the bump. I lean towards taking this. I would take Adam Duvall over half a base. I actually think that's a safer play than what it could have been at over half a hit, over half a base. I do like that. I did want to give out another play that I really like. Haven't gotten any confetti in a little bit, but want to give out this pick. Masataka Yoshida, can I get over half a hit? No, it's 1.5. So instead, I'll take 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Is that a good enough play for us? The answer is no. The answer is no. So I was hoping it would be over half a hit. It's not. Can I get over? No. Here's an interesting one. Can I get Masa on a run? Nope. Can I get Masa on a single? 54% implied probability. No, don't like it enough. Don't like it enough. So no Masataka Yoshida play for us today. Top Dog, great to see you. Let's get Top Dog celebrity shot on the big board. Top Dog is 14-11. Was a rough day yesterday for Top Dog, so hopefully gets back on the winning side today. Top Dog is taking Rays minus 1.5, so Rays on the run line. Top Dog, you are on the board. Where we at? Is there a Bobby Witt Jr. over half a hit? Let's look at an IP Shade 45. Bobby Witt Jr. over half a hit. Is available. Oh, that's a great play. Against Shane McClanahan, he actually does have the home run. 1 for 3 with a home run. I was going to give him out anyways as a stolen base pick today, so I'll actually double down on this one. I'll take him on over half a hit, and I'll take him on a stolen base. This is a great find. So Bobby Witt Jr. over half a hit. I'm also going to take him on a stolen base of the day. When you guys share the channel, we give out a stolen base pick. And Bobby Witt Jr. is somebody I like. Let's show you what we can get him at for a stolen base. 26% implied probability, really strong. You can get it at plus 285. Does have a couple stolen bases over the last 10 days, but I love the implied probability. McClanahan, for a left-handed pitcher, doesn't do a great job of holding runners. IP Shade 45, thank you for the confetti. Every time we get confetti in the air, we put a pickup on the board. So let's throw out another pick. We have given out 1, 2, 3. Let's give out some WNBA picks. I have 2 WNBA picks to give out, so I'll give out the first of the 2, and then we will get to another question. LRK425, you just shared the channel, so because you did, we'll give out another stolen base pick after that. But first, the first WNBA pick I like is Fever, Storm, under, and I took it at an alternative line of 168.5. Fever, Storm, under 168.5. I'll show you guys this game. Fever and Storm, you can see 164.5 is what it goes off at. But we've talked about this a couple times over the last week and a half. The WNBA, people don't bet it enough. And because the sports book doesn't have as much action on it, you can get alternative lines at stealing prices. So under 168.5 at minus 190, if I moved 4 points, 5 points in an NBA game, there's no way I would go from minus 110 to minus 190. I'd be closer to, let's say, minus 230, minus 250 at best. So to be able to get that kind of additional ceiling coverage on this underplay, I love that alternative line. It's been a strong play for these two teams over the last 10 days. The under has been the stronger play over the last 10 days. So I like the under 168.5 in this one, just to explain the pick for everybody. We gave that out because IP Shade 45 just threw some confetti in the air. Every time we get our live goal of confetti, we give out a pick. That's how it goes, everybody. So there we are, another pickup on our board. The Storm are trash this year. LRK425 is like the greatest Seattle fan of all time. LRK425, you are like a Boston fan for Seattle. Bing bong, Tito's Full Send. Welcome to the show. How did Tito's Full Send? How's his record so far? 9-6. 9-6. Not bad, Tito's Full Send. Curious to know what you throw on the celebrity board today. Stints you like Quan, what is the play to go with him? Yep, let's look at it. Let's look at Stephen Quan. Now, can we get over half a hit? Nope, it's 1.5. So it's going to be hits, runs, and RBIs for me. 62% implied probability. Good trend over the last couple of games. JP Sears. This is what really got me on him. 3 for 4. Now they're all no home runs there. So I do like over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I'd also look at over half a single. This is actually a play I like. I know the trend may not be there, but I would double down on Stephen Quan, and I'd do it this way. I would take Stephen Quan over half a single because we can't get over half a hit, and I'd also take Stephen Quan over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. And just so you guys know why I'm putting up the 2, what you guys can do, this can be a leg of a parlay. This can be your individual play. So if you don't like the odds on this one, a little too chalky, hey, you can always throw that into a parlay with something else. Now, over half a single shouldn't be too chalky, but if you don't like the over 1.5 hits, if you don't think that has as good a chance of cashing, go with this one, parlay it with some others. Strategies for success. Okay, Tito's Full Send. Let's get your celebrity shot on the big board. Tito's Full Send is going with the Phillies on the money line. Tito's Full Send. Is taking Phillies on the money line. There you go, everybody. There you go. Okay, guys, one note for you guys. We will have our show tomorrow. At 1 p.m. Don't worry, we still have plenty of show left today. But I am also letting you guys know, our shows this weekend will be exclusively on YouTube and for subscribers on TikTok. Yes, we are actively trying to get subscribers and watch time on YouTube. This isn't a surprise. This isn't us trying to go crazy. So if you guys love watching the show on TikTok, it's not a big expense. It's not, I think it's like $5, $5.50. If you guys love watching the show, make sure you subscribe on TikTok. You can still join the show on Saturday and Sunday, ask all your questions, all your comments. But yes, it is PBS fundraiser time, call-a-thon time. So if you guys love our content, subscribe on TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube, you can just watch. You can subscribe, it'd be great. But you can watch on YouTube. But if you are on TikTok, we would really appreciate the subscribe. That said, Tito's full send, you are also taking the A's plus 1.5. You're taking the A's, the Athletics, on the run line plus 1.5. Let's go look at that game. J.P. Sears, like I mentioned, on the bump against Logan Allen. I like the Guardians on the money line. Let's look at Oakland plus 1.5. Again, very good trend. Can we get a better alternative line? Plus 2.5 is at minus 225. Very interesting. Not good enough to move it to, but 1.5 is pretty strong. So don't hate on it. Not hating on it at all. Do think this is an interesting play. I'm not going to ride with it, Tito's full send, but I do like it. Check the A's during day games. Interesting. So MLB over, under. Hold on one second. This is a website I love to use for this stuff, and that is this website. It's called teamrankings.com. Teamrankings.com. I use this for trends as well. So let's look at the run line in day games. We get in day games? No. Unless I'm missing it. Where'd you see the trend, the stat? Because I can't find it here. JP Sears K to BB ratio. Yeah, terrible. Awful. JP Sears is, yeah, just a joke show. Anyways, we have more picks to give out, everybody. So if you want more of our picks, let us know. We've got them loaded up, so don't be hesitant to hit that confetti. Oh, but that's on the team. Okay. Oakland Athletics, splits, ESPN. I was looking for the run line. That's why I didn't go to ESPN. I was looking for the run line. In day games, is that what were you asking about? Check A's in day games. Yeah, they suck. They're 4-28. LRK425 has a point there. They suck in day games. You got that right. Appreciate all of those who are with us. We got a question about Rafi Devers. Rafi Devers, an anytime RBI. Let's check that one out. So Rafael Devers, he could easily hit a bomb today. Just not putting him up on my big board, but he could easily hit a bomb. Anytime RBI, under has a 60% chance of hitting the over 44. Not a good trend against Joe Ryan. Man, bad numbers for Rafi against Joe Ryan. That's surprising. You would have thought that would be better. Justin Turner's been red hot of late. Andy has good numbers against Joe Ryan. We need to go check out Justin Turner trends right now. We got to check out if there's a good Justin Turner play, because the fact that he hits Joe Ryan well and he's been red hot, over half a hit, everybody. Over half a hit. This is a no-brainer to me. Over half a hit. 69% implied probability. And that's some lawnage right there. Wow. Okay. Add this as a leg of a parlay and you can put it on the board. Let's go. Justin Turner, over half a hit. Count it. And the foul. Love it, everybody. Absolutely love it. I'm with you, LRK425. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'm with you. Gaz, Padres on the money line. Padres on the money line. Blake Snell on the mound against Alex Wood. I do like the Padres on the money line in this one. Now, the Giants have been red hot. They have a 10-game winning streak. So the fact that they're the underdog in this game makes me a little bit suspect, because when a team's on a 10-game winning streak and they're still the underdog, kind of makes me want to take them to cover. But I actually might do that on both sides. So Snell had a really great outing. The win-loss record is concerning, but the ERA is where you want it. On the other side, Alex Wood. Good numbers for Alex Wood, just the walks are a little high. We'll get to that in a little bit. We're definitely taking him on walks today. Padre hitters against Alex Wood, there's some good numbers in there. Sanchez has a home run in one at-bat, or in two at-bats. Nola has a home run. Machado rakes against him. Carpenter hits him well. Cronenworth hits him well, so that's a good sign. Now looking on the others. Giants against Snell. Bad numbers on that side. I'm jumping on this one. I agree with you. I will take the Padres on the money line. However, before we completely throw away the Giants and their winning streak, can we get them on a good cover play? I don't think 1.5 is actually as good a cover play as we would like. Can we get it at 2.5? Can we? It's at minus 230. We've taken chalkier stuff before. I'm going to put it up on the board. I know it's a chalkier play, but I like it. Giants plus 2.5. I know it's at plus is that minus 230. All right, I'll do that. I'll parlay the Giants plus 2.5 with the Rays on the money line, or Giants plus 2.5 and one of our other plays. Like I don't think that's too bad actually. I don't think that's a bad play. Okay. We are 1 hour into our show, everybody. Welcome into the Butt Fumble Sports Daily Show. Hope you are having a wonderful Thursday. We are going through every MLB game, doing research, giving out picks, helping you guys with your questions. If you want your picks thrown up on our big board, just write in the comment section, my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick. If you're watching on YouTube, Kick, or Twitch, hit that like button and, of course, subscribe. Every time you guys do, we'll give out a pick or we'll give out a play. If you're watching on TikTok Live, every time you hit 2,000 likes, every time we hit 2,000 likes, we'll give out a long ball, long shot of the day. If you help us out with our live goal of the confetti, we give out a pick that we like. And if you share the channel, we will give out a player we like to get a stolen base. So guys, play along with us. We have about an hour left of our show. Let's get back into our research, everybody. Here are the picks that we have so far up on the board. Tito's full send. I like the Mariners today. Yeah, well, Tito's full send. You're going to have to go back and forth in the chat with LRK425. He is just taking a giant dump on the head of all of his Seattle Mariners. At this point, I almost want to fade LRK425 and just go with the Mariners, but we won't because I actually think he's right. I think Domingo Germán. Here's the only thing. I believe is Bryce Wu is on the mound in that game. Kid showed unbelievable talent in the first in the first start that he had. He was incredibly impressive, or it was his second start. Gotta look at Bryce Wu. Let's look at Bryce Wu's stats. Might have been his second start. I thought it was his debut, but I guess not. Bryce Wu, strikeouts. Bryce Wu, strikeouts. They set it at 5.5. 7 and 9 in his last 2 outings. Only 3 starts. Yankees against right-handed pitching. There's some strikeout numbers here. Volpe, Stanton, Rizzo is higher, Bowers. I actually like Bryce Wu on over 5.5 strikeouts. That actually, of all of the plays, might be the one that I like the most involving the Mariners. I'm actually going to take this one. I'm going to ride with it. That is Bryce Wu. Woo! Over 5.5 strikeouts. Germán last was a flaming pile of dog poop. Tito's full send. Love it. Let's see. Yeah, Yankees are striking out a fair amount. They're just not the same kind of team that they were, obviously with Judge, but in years past as well. But let's look at Domingo Germán. What can we get him at today? First of all, over 1.5 earned runs. He gave up 7 last game, but how has he been at home? Really strong, really strong. So to LRK425's point, Germán at home has been a much better pitcher, much better pitcher. So LRK425 is making that point. Germán under 1.5 earned runs might be an interesting play. It's a little too low for me. Strikeouts over 5.5. That I'm not crazy about. LRK425 would probably say take it because the Mariners strike out so much. Again, guys, we will be having some shows this weekend. Make sure you subscribe on TikTok so you can be a part of them. Okay, we have stolen base picks to give out. We have walks allowed to give out. We have another WNBA pick to give out. Okay, Albies, Ozuna, Kalenic. Okay, you keep asking about that. I guess I'll actually pay attention. I've just been kind of avoiding it. Kalenic over half a hit. Really strong trend. Really strong trend against right-handed pitching this year. 245 average against Herman. 400 average. We will take it. Over half a hit. That's a strong play. By the way, am I saying it right? LRK425. Is it pronounced Jared Kalenic? Is that how I pronounce his name? Is it Kalenic? Because I keep doing that, and I heard on the Yes broadcast for the Yankees the other night him pronounce it differently, and I was like, that's got to be me getting it wrong, right? Over half a hit. Over half a hit. Is it Kelnick? That's what I heard. It's Jared Kelnick. Because I've been saying Kalenic, and I've heard it's Kelnick on the broadcast. Yeah, Kelnick. Okay, Jared Kelnick. All right, dude. That's how you say your name? Guess that's how we're going to say your name. His mama called him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay. Okay, Marcell Ozuna. Marcell Ozuna, over half a hit. 66% implied probability. Really strong trend against Aaron Nola. Marcell Ozuna, not great stats. He does have the 2 home runs, but the average isn't as strong. So Marcell Ozuna isn't one of our favorite plays today. What days do we like on a home run? I'm assuming that's what plays do we like on a home run. We like our plays. Let's hit that like button, everybody. Let's get up to 6,000 likes. Where are we at with likes? Where are we at with likes? Have we hit 4,000 likes yet? If we haven't, let's get up there. Like, that should be no doubter. Let's look at Albies, by the way. I don't like, let's get up to 4,000 likes. Like, we can do that in a heartbeat. Come on, everybody. Marcell Ozuna, I'm not crazy about him. Let's look at Ozzy Albies. Ozuna, I just don't like because of his numbers against Aaron Nola. Albies, he's been red hot. His numbers against Aaron Nola, 260 average. 260 average, not great. So again, between Ozuna and Albies, kind of feel the same way about him, which is I'm not talking you out of it, just not a play I'm crazy about. What Rays do we like to hit a home run? Interesting. What Rays do we like to hit a home run? We can look at that game and kind of reverse engineer it. We'll go to the Rays game. We'll go to the over. We'll look at home runs. The one we like the most, funny enough, Salvador Perez to hit a home run against Shane McClanahan is the one that actually has the best implied probability. He doesn't have a home run lifetime. Oh, we've got some comments up on YouTube. Caesar, great to see you. Top Dog, wonderful to see you. Jorge, wonderful to have you in the chat. So let's get to we've got some work to do, don't we? First of all, IP Shade 45, you hooked us up with confetti, so we have another pick to give out. And then we'll give out a long ball, long shot of the day. Yeah, by the way, that's a gross play. Salvador Perez to hit a home run against, I don't like it. Randy Arozarena, I guess. The problem is we don't have to start, they're going to have an opener, so the stats are against Brady Singer. In my notes, against Brady Singer, we'll do it the other way around. We'll look at Brady Singer and I'll show you his stats. Here we go. So Brady Singer, assuming that he ultimately comes into this game for the Royals against the no home runs against him. By the way, and not good numbers actually. The Rays do not hit him well. Kind of an interesting note. Colton, great to see you. We haven't talked about Lane Thomas yet, but we will. But first, we have a pick to give out. I'm going to give out a pick, and then I'm going to give out a long ball, long shot of the day. So the next pick that we're going to give out, I will give out the Mariners, Yankees, no run in the first inning. No run in the first inning. As for a long ball, long shot of the day, the next one that we're going to give out, I will go with Matt Olson. Matt Olson of the Atlanta Braves against Aaron Nola. Matt Olson. Over half a home run, 23% implied probability. That's strong. Plus 340, like those odds. Been consistent on the home runs. Now, against Aaron Nola, doesn't have great numbers, but I like him on the home run today. By the way, we've just hit a ton of confetti. Just got a ton of confetti raining down on us. So we have some more picks to give out. All of a sudden, it just got crazy with the confetti in here. Thank you so much for hooking us up with that confetti, Macy Toru. Always think I'm pronouncing your name wrong, so if I do, don't take it personally. I certainly appreciate that. Let's go. So excited to have you here. Bing bong, let's go. Let's go. Bing to the bong is right. So we have picks to do. We have work to do. So we just gave out a long ball, long shot of the day. Just going to look at Matt Olson really quick. Can I get him over half a hit? I can at 64% implied probability. Strong play. That's the only other Matt Olson I would take. I wouldn't go crazy. Wouldn't take the over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in case he doesn't hit that home run. But over half a hit, I will take that. Now, I have some more picks to give out. We have some more work to do. We will give out a WNBA pick. That'll be the first one we give out. I only have 2 WNBA picks. Already gave out one. The next one is going to be the Connecticut Sun. Minus 2.5. Connecticut Sun at minus 2.5. Going to give out another pick right now. Next pick I'm going to give out is going to be Royals, Rays, no run in the first inning. No run in the first inning for Royals and Rays. Have another pick to give out though, because we're just giving them all out right now, and that is Braves, Phillies. Braves, Phillies. Yes to a run in the first inning. Yes to a run in the first inning. So here are all of my first inning run plays. These are all of the ones that I had prior to the show. You now have all of them. Thank you so much for hooking us up with that live goal, Macy Toru. So those are all of the first inning run plays that I like. We're not done yet, though. We have more work to do because we got more picks. So the next pick we're going to give out, we are going to go back to that Braves-Phillies game, but we are going to take Braves, Phillies, and I'm going to take under 9.5 runs. Under 9.5 runs in that game. The trends behind that one, Bryce Elder, 3-0 on the road this year with a 1.76 ERA. The under is 4-0 in the Phillies' last 4 games. The last 3 games. I always say this wrong. Under is 4-0 in the Phillies' last 4 during Game 3 of a series. Awkwardly said, but the Game 3 of a series, the under is a strong play. Awkward way of saying it. And the under, 5-1-1 in the Phillies' last 7 games played on a Thursday. Just something of note. I have another pick to give out. Let's go to one of our favorites. We're going with walks allowed. I mentioned this earlier. I like Alex Wood over 1.5 walks. Over 1.5 walks allowed by Alex Wood. I'll show you guys up on Outlier why we like the play so much. Alex Wood. And we will take it at walks allowed. 62% implied probability, everybody. No, it hasn't been as strong a play of late, but a really strong implied probability, so I do like this one. Joe, thank you for sharing this, Joe. LRK425, thank you so much. We'll talk to each other later. By the way, LRK425 hit me up after the show yesterday, went to our website, hit the contact button, and then wrote to me on our website. I reached out. We scheduled a time. We're going to talk after today's show. If you guys want to hit me up, you want to learn more about Butt Fumble Sports, you want to get involved, you want to maybe write some content, be a part of the company in any way, reach out to me. Never hesitate. We are so grateful for your support, and we love that you guys are passionate sports fans. So if you want to join the other side of Butt Fumble Sports, be on the camera side or be behind the scenes with us, just reach out to us. buttfumblesports.com. Hit the contact us button and just reach out. By the way, no judgment. I don't care how much sports you know or don't know. This is as safe a space as you'll ever find. We are just so grateful to have the support that you guys show us, and we want to make sure that we're available to you guys when we can be. Okay, for those curious about the picks that we have up on the board so far, here they are. I'll scroll through them slowly in case you've missed any of them. And then, Joe, I will give out a stolen base pick that we have waiting because you shared that channel. So here are all of our picks so far. and your celebrity shots of the day. If you guys want your celebrity shot on the big board, let us know. Just write in the comment section my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick, and we will throw it on the big board. Okay, stolen base pick that I want to give out. This one is just too consistent to not go with. Estuary Ruiz. I should have put him out yesterday. Had him on my board, totally forgot. Absolutely should put him up on my board. Okay, we got some questions, some comments in from YouTube. Top Dog, we brought up Stephen Kwan. We brought up Stephen Kwan earlier, so yes, we do like him on over half a single. We couldn't get the over half a base, or over half a hit rather, so we do like it on over half a single. Question from Jorge was about Blake Snell on strikeouts. Let's look at Blake Snell on strikeouts. 6.5, that seems very high, but it has been a really good trend of late. Look at how that has climbed over his last 4 starts. Really impressive. And as we showed earlier, lifetime against him, Giants really struggle. By the way, 38.5% on Ks, 66.7, 50%, 50%, 75%, 46.2. I don't like it, but I got to ride with it. This has been too good a trend. Even on the road, this has been a good trend of late. I'll ride with it. There's no alternative line that's worth taking, so it's going to have to be, over 6.5 strikeouts for Blake Snell. But I do like it. It's been a good trend. Blake Snell, over 6.5 strikeouts. And yes, if you went to our website and went to our daily fantasy lineup, I bet you'd see Blake Snell make an appearance. I'm just giving you that tease. Another question that came in from YouTube. Jorge with kind of a random question, but I appreciate it. We talk all things sports. I don't care what it is. Jorge is asking, does Christian Watson have a higher ceiling than Justin Jefferson? To that question, I go, whatever you're smoking, stop. It's affecting your brain. Because if you think Christian Watson has the same ceiling as Justin Jefferson, you are crazy. Justin Jefferson is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and he could go down as one of the great wide receivers of all time. Christian Watson's a good wide receiver. I think his ceiling is to be a good wide receiver. Could I see him making a Pro Bowl? Actually, no. Justin Jefferson is transcendent. So for me, no. Christian Watson versus Justin Jefferson, that is an Asian pair versus a pair that you bought, at a grocery store in your local town. So for me, two very different things. The Mouse put out the article, by the way, Watson over Justin Jefferson. IP Shade 45, I love ESPN. I used to work there at one point. I love ESPN. I think highly of the place. But when they talk about trolling, when they talk about clickbait, ESPN puts out some stuff, and there are some writers there that I think put out some ludicrous takes. Justin Jefferson and Christian Watson are not on the same level. They're not on the same tier. They're really not on the same floor. They're not next to each other. They're not neighbors. They're not community members. They are in two different classes. That's obvious to anyone who watches football. IP Shade 45 is also asking about Alex Verdugo over 1.5 bases. By the way, Jorge, you have another celebrity shot. Let's get that up there before we look at Alex Verdugo. Jorge Valena, by the way, Jorge, everybody, 18-9. 18-9. Jorge is someone you may want to tail at this point. Doing good research, coming up with good picks. Jorge is taking Braxton Garrett over 5.5 strikeouts. I'm right there with you. Braxton Garrett over 5.5 strikeouts. We already had that one up on our board. Of course, needs an E. But we already have it up on our board. So Jorge tailing us, or we're tailing you. But either way, we like it. We like it. Now let's look at Tyler. We'll get to Aaron Nola walks in 1 second. First, we're going to look at Alex Verdugo over 1.5 bases. Do I like over 1.5 bases? I really don't. I don't like 1.5 bases as much as I like 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. But let's look at it, and maybe you can't get it at that. By the way, Verdugo is not even showing up. Maybe he's not in this. Is he playing today? We might need to get some confirmation if he's playing, because he did not come up just now. We'll reload, see if he comes up. Alex Verdugo, nope, not coming up. So no Alex Verdugo. Disappointing. Makes me want to see if there's something going on here. If anyone has some news about this, Alex Verdugo, let us know. Maybe there's something out there that we need to know about. Maybe some news. Snell is back to his elite level stuff. Tito's full send, I agree. I think this is the best I've seen Blake Snell in at least a year. I mean, really, it feels like even longer. It feels like that World Series game that he got pulled is the last time I saw him pitch this well. Tyler, you were asking about Aaron Nola. Let's go. IP Shade 45. Yeah, Verdugo is out. Verdugo is out. So he has good numbers, but Verdugo out. So let's go to Aaron Nola on walks. Aaron Nola on walks. Walks allowed, 1.5. The over does have a strong implied probability. The trend is there. He did have 2 walks against the Braves in Atlanta. Let's look at him at home. How has he been? Still a decent trend. I lean towards taking this one. I lean towards taking it, so I would take Aaron Nola over 1.5 walks. I can understand, though, that this is one I might be sweating. There it is, up on the board. Jason, you also about Jason Delay under half a hit. Interesting. Interesting. Like the unders. Jason Delay of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Under half a hit. The under does have the stronger implied probability, and it has been a strong trend against Braxton Garrett. Delay is 1 for 4 with a home run, actually. Kind of interesting. So you're taking under half a hit. He does have a home run against them, so take that for what it is. Maybe he closed his eyes and swung hard, but he does have a homer against them. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it. Tyler, thank you so much for the confetti. Thank you for the confetti. Let's give out another pick. We have another pick to give out. We've given out that. We've given out that. Next pick we have to give out is going to be Tommy Henry. Tommy Henry of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We are taking over 1.5 walks allowed, everybody. I'll show you why. Let's go to Tommy Henry. Walks allowed. Immediately it comes up 62% implied probability. Really strong trend. Really strong trend here. Love the play. Tommy Henry over 1.5 walks allowed. That's the latest pick we've thrown up on the board. Tito's full send. Juan Soto and Nelson Cruz each over 1.5 total bases, boosted to plus 145. I think I see some value there. Let's look at it. You were asking, it's 1.5 total bases combined between the two? Or is it they each have to do that? Nelson Cruz, over half a base is a strong play for Nelson Cruz. This one I like because of the lefty-righty matchup against Alex Wood. Nelson Cruz lifetime, 0 for 4 against him, actually. That's really interesting. You would have thought that'd be better. So 0 for 4. That already kind of knocks out that play for me. That's surprising. And then you were asking about Juan Soto. By the way, we just hit 6,000 likes, so we'll give out another long ball, long shot of the day. 1.5 bases. I don't like the play. I don't like the play. I wouldn't touch it. Nope. Nope. Each to have it. Tito's full send. I wouldn't touch it. No, I don't need to throw money away. I wouldn't go after it. Okay, we've hit 6,000 likes. Yeah, I think it's a trap. I think it's a trap. Let us put a long ball, long shot of the day up on the board because we have hit 6,000 likes. Every time we hit 2,000 likes, we give out another one. Our next long ball, long shot of the day is going to be Fernando Tatis Jr. So you were asking about which Padres we like. I like Fernando. Over half a home run, 23% implied probability. I could get it at plus 330. Really strong. How has he done against Alex Wood in his career? He's actually never faced him. Interesting. But I do love the matchup. Fernando Tatis Jr. How about, can we get it over half a hit? Nope. It's 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs available. 2.5, nope. So this is the only play for me. Everything else, over 1.5 bases actually is a good play as well. I'll take it there as well. Those are the only two plays I like with Tatis Jr. So Tatis Jr. to get a home run, and Fernando Tatis Jr. over 1.5 bases. There you go. There you go. Another pickup on the board. Keep hitting that like button, everybody. I have a few more to give out. So whether you want to share the channel, we'll give out more stolen base picks. If you guys hit that like button, get us up to, what are we going for, 8,000 likes now? We will give out another long ball, long shot of the day. And again, tomorrow, we still have a half hour left of our show, everybody, so no worries. Still a half hour left of our show. But tomorrow, we will be live at 1 p.m. tomorrow. We are live at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And again, that show is for everybody. No matter the channel, But Fumble Sports is live on TikTok Live, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Instagram Live. However, this weekend will be exclusively for YouTube and TikTok Live subscribers. So if you love our content, you want to watch this weekend, make sure you subscribe to our TikTok Live account. Make sure you subscribe to But Fumble Sports on TikTok, just like LRK425 did yesterday. Jorge, you were asking about Lane Thomas over half a hit. Let's go look at it. Lane Thomas over half a hit. Very good implied probability. What do we call this, everybody? What do we call this when we see this much green? It is called a lawn. That's what it's called, everybody. That's a lot of green. That's a lawn right there. Only a dirt patch on the very left side. No worries about that. That is a lot of green right here. So we love this play. Yep, we're going to throw it up on the board. Against Tommy Henry, by the way, Lane Thomas has good numbers. So this may not be the only play we like. This is a really strong find by Jorge. Good job, Jorge. So we will throw this one up on the board as well. That's going to be Lane Thomas. Lane Thomas over half a hit. Great find. Can we get 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs? Is that equally as strong a play? It is, actually. Good trend, good probability. Let's get it up there, everybody. Lane Thomas over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. Good find, good find. Jorge, you're going to make that your second celebrity shot. Let's get it up there. Jorge's second celebrity shot will be Lane Thomas over half a hit. Good find. Nice job, Jorge. Appreciate all of you who are with us. Make sure you guys are following us. If you guys have questions, comments, or if you want your pickup on the board, let us know. Joe, do you have a celebrity shot? Let us know. Tito's full send. You already have your two up there. Top Dog has one. If you're watching on YouTube, Kick, or Twitch, if you have a celebrity shot, get it in. Get it in. Top Dog, your celebrity shot was Stephen Kwan. Did we put that up there? No, we didn't put up Top Dog's other one. So let's get Stephen Kwan up on the board. Stephen Kwan over half a hit. Over half a hit for Top Dog. Love it, Top Dog. Jorge, thank you for sharing the channel. Let's give out another stolen base pick of the day. By the way, I never showed Ruiz. I should show him so you guys can see the odds on that. Estuary Ruiz, stolen bases at this point, 49% implied probability. That's crazy. Such a consistent play. So absolutely love that. But, by the way, can we get him on over half a hit? He's got to get on base, right? So how does he do it? 1.5 hits? No, don't like that. Can we get half a base? No. Unfortunately, not anything we can take. He's been a bit too good of late. Those damn Athletics playing too well. Okay, let's give out another stolen base pick. Okay, I am going to go with Trey Turner. Trey Turner, over half a steal, 21% implied probability, plus 370 is what I could get it at. So that's Trey Turner, over half a stolen base. And can I also get him on over half a hit? Nope, unfortunately not. I'm not going to take the hits, runs, and RBIs. Maybe I should, 57%. The trend, not bad, not bad. Against Bryce Elder, he doesn't have any stats, obviously, against right-handed pitching. 259 average, that's been building, but wouldn't take it. The only one I like here is the over half a stolen base. Tito's full send. Estrada stolen base. He is someone who is actually on my board, so I will throw him up there as well. You called it right. Ferro Estrada is up on my big board now. I do like him on a stolen base. I was holding off on him until another share, but we'll just assume it comes. And there you go. 24% implied probability on the stolen base, 32% on that. Been a decent trend. And Blake Snell gives up stolen bases. I know he's a left-handed pitcher, but he gives them up. Now, can we take Estrada on over half a hit? How's he going to get on base? Over half a hit is one thing we could take. How about over half a base? Nope, it's 1.5. So it'll have to be over half a hit. 69% implied probability. Decent trend of late. So I'll also throw this one up there. Ferro Estrada, over half a hit. There you go, everybody. Less than a half hour left of our show. If you have celebrity shots that you want up on the board, make sure you throw them up in the comment section. Just write my celebrity pick or my celebrity shot. LRK 425. Blake Snell is a badass pitcher, so cool. Mitch Keller over 6 strikeouts. Let's look at that. Mitch Keller over 6 strikeouts. Six strikeouts. It's at 5.5. Good trend. Really good trend. And the fact we're getting it at 5.5, I do like it. How have the Marlins hitters done against him? Not high strikeout numbers. This is the only concern. Look at how many zeros are in there. That actually is noteworthy. So this could be a bit of a trap. The trend suggests it's a very good play. The history against these hitters: Soler, no strikeouts. Sanchez, no strikeouts. Wendell, no strikeouts. Cooper, Hampson. This is not a good-looking stat sheet. I tend to say over, but this is one in which I'm talking myself out of it. So this is a good play from a trend perspective. This is a lawn, but I can't take it because of his track record against Marlin hitters. Of course you can, LRK 425. Let's show it. IP Shade 45, you're asking about 1.5 walks for Mitch Keller. That actually is a play I like, so I will throw that one up on my board. I do like over 1.5 walks allowed. That's been a good trend. I do like that one, so I will throw that one up on my big board. Okay, everybody, here's the big board. We're going to scroll through it slowly. IP Shade 45, thank you so much for the confetti, which means we have another pick to give out in 1 second. So here are all the picks that we've given out so far today. If it has a bullet point next to it, it's a pick that I had loaded up prior to the show. If it's an asterisk, it's a pick that we found while doing our research during the show that we thought was a good trend, a good play. So we threw it up on our board. We also have our long ball long shots of the day, players we think are going to get a home run. When we hit 8,000 likes on TikTok Live, we will give out another one. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. If you hit the like button, we'll give out one as well. And if you share the channel, we will give out a stealing a sharing play of the day, a player we think is going to get a stolen base. Here are the celebrity shots we have up on the board. Tyler, LRK425, Mike Torres 835, Mike Oxlong, Dante, Top Dog, Tito's Full Send, and Jorge are all up on the celebrity big board. If you want your celebrity shot, just write in the comment section, my celebrity pick or my celebrity shot. We'll throw it up there on the big board. That way you can be a part of the show every single day. Just like all these loyal members of the show, make sure you join us, make sure you share us, make sure you're with us every day. Now we have another pick to give out. We have another pick to give out because LRK425 is awesome. Or rather, IP Shade 45 is awesome. You're all awesome, but IP Shade 45, thank you for the confetti. Let's go to Ketel Marte. Ketel Marte, I want to take him. Can I get him on over half a hit? Probably not, right? Wrong. Over half a hit, 71% implied probability. Very, very chalky. Very chalky. Don't matter. Don't matter. Love the play. Definitely one I'm jumping on. So, again, it would be a leg of a parlay. Ketel Marte over half a hit. And again, maybe you pair that leg of a parlay with Volpe over half a strikeout, Arise over half a single. That's a pretty good parlay. What about Marte over half a hit? Maybe you take Alex Wood, 1.5 walks. Then maybe you take Walker, Christian Walker over half a hit. The point is, combining these plays into 2 or 3 leg parlays might be a good way to cash. Might be a good way to cash. LRK425, what are you talking about? LRK425, what are you talking about? Jorge putting a parlay up on the comment section. Marte over half a hit. Check. Austin Riley over half a hit. Check, we think. We feel good about that one, so yes. Arise over half a single. Yes. LRK425, Justin Turner left as a free agent. He didn't re-sign with the Dodgers, bro. Okay. Where are we at, everybody? Let us know. We have about 20 minutes left of our show, so make sure you get in those questions. Make sure you get in those comments. We got you, LRK425. You're all good. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Just like LRK425, IP Shade 45, make sure you guys subscribe to us on YouTube and on TikTok. Again, we will have our normal show tomorrow at 1 p.m., but Saturday and Sunday will be exclusively for YouTube and for TikTok Live subscribers. So make sure you guys subscribe. It's not a lot of money. It's like $5. So if you guys love watching the show, no, we're not trying to rake you over the coals. It is an easy way just to find out who's really supporting the show. Just subscribe, guys. You guys know you love our content. You seem a little wary of Riley. Who would you replace him with? I'd probably replace him with Anthony Volpe over half a strikeout. I'm not down on Austin Riley, but in that parlay, if you're asking what's the one I'd be a little concerned with, that's probably the one I'm most concerned with. I have a lot of faith in Marte and Arise, but I actually think it's a good play. I think it's a good play. If you guys want your celebrity shot thrown up on the big board, let us know, everybody. Let us know. We are standing by. If you have a pick or two that you like, throw it in there. We have just hit 8,000 likes because you guys are awesome. So let's give out another long ball, long shot of the day. Next one we're going to give out is Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez of the Cleveland Guardians. Let's go look at Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez to hit a home run. 22% implied probability. You could get it at plus 359. And can we get him on 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs? Nope, it's 2.5. So this is the only play that we really like. Runs, that's an interesting one. That has actually been a very consistent play on over half a run for Jose Ramirez. That might be one that we take, actually. That actually is an interesting play. I'm willing to ride with it. If I like him on a home run, I do think he'll score a run. So I'll take it. I know it's a bit of a chancier play. The implied probability is about 55%. That's about the same in my confidence level. But Jose Ramirez, over half a run. Interesting. Tito's full send, replace it with Lane Thomas. I think Lane Thomas over half a hit is a strong play. By the way, Tito's full send, I could see Lane Thomas hitting a home run. That's not a terrible play. Tito's full send, I could see Christian Walker hitting a home run. Those two plays are not bad. So if you guys like Christian Walker or Lane Thomas, you guys know that I do too. I threw Lane Thomas up here on 2 different plays. I threw Christian Walker up here on 2 different plays. So if you guys think you like them on home runs, I am not going to discourage it. I like both of them, Tito's full send. I do. Okay, guys. Oh, getting some news. Gaining serious momentum is Scoot Henderson going to the Charlotte Hornets. So I mentioned earlier in the show, I think the Hornets would be making a mistake if they let Scoot Henderson go and if they didn't draft him. Sounds like, according to the latest rumors from Shams, it sounds like the Charlotte Hornets are starting to seriously consider Scoot Henderson, which would make Brandon Miller the 3rd pick. Maybe the Portland Trailblazers don't like that. I could see the Trailblazers trading that pick. I think they like Scoot Henderson. I don't think they're as crazy about Brandon Miller. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the show today. We have about 15 minutes left, 10-15 minutes left. Get those questions and comments in, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, Kick, or Twitch, get those comments in. Let us know if you guys have any picks. We have celebrity shots. We have the big board ready and standing by. Make sure you get those celebrity shots up on the board. LRK425, good question. That's a good one. I kind of like Machado as well. Good numbers against Alex Wood lifetime. Let's get Manny Machado. Can we get him on over half a hit? No. Can we get him on hits, runs, and RBIs? 1.5. That's a good trend. That's a good play. We will take it. Manny Machado, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Okay, here we're going to scroll through slowly all of our picks that we have up on the board. If you guys want any of your picks on the board, let us know. Here we go. Here are the picks that we have so far. Final few minutes of the show, everybody. Make sure you're getting those picks in for your celebrity shot. By the way, if you missed any of our show today, no worries. We post the entire thing to YouTube so you can watch the entire show, or you can jump into the various chapters that we have. You can look at some of our research, our picks, hear some of our jokes, and of course, you can hear my rant about the Porzingis smart trade that went down last night. Big implications for the Boston Celtics. So, if you guys missed any part of our show, you can find it on YouTube immediately after we're done being live. Additionally, I will post all of my picks up to our website, buttfumblesports.com. Again, you can find all of our picks at buttfumblesports.com. We will throw those up right after the live show concludes. Here are all of your celebrity picks so far up on the big board. Make sure you get those celebrity picks in now. Everyone gets 2, so if you don't have one up there or if you only have one, get them in now. IP Shade 45 has a celebrity shot to get up there. IP Shade 45, let's get you on the board. IP Shade 45 is going with Alyssa Thomas, And you are going to take over 24.5 points and assists. Over 24.5 points plus assists. Let's look at that really quick. Alyssa Thomas. $24.5 points and assists. Points. 15.5 points is where it's set. That's a good implied probability, by the way. And assists. 9.5. Nah, not great on that. Love the points, though. I kind of want to tail on the points. Has been a good trend of late. I'm going to ride with this one. I'll take Alyssa Thomas. Can we get an alternative line? I'll take the over 14.5 at minus 145. I'll take that. So throwing up another WNBA pick, our first player prop. That's going to be Alyssa Thomas. Over 14.5 points. Thank you, IP-Shade45, for letting us know. Okay, if you were the Mavs GM, are you trading the 10th pick or are you keeping it? I'm trading it. I'm absolutely trading it. I know there are some players that are worth taking at that spot, but I think you got to trade it. I just don't see anyone that you can bring in that's going to really get things going. I think the Mavericks are closer to a rebuild than they are to winning an NBA championship. I think they have some real question marks, and I think the trade they made to get Kyrie Irving only made things worse. Okay, Kelenic for a hit, or Kelnick for a hit. I keep saying that wrong. Kelnick for a hit. Don't we have him up here? Yeah, over half a hit. If you want a celebrity shot on the big board, you got to write in the comment section, my celebrity shot, my celebrity pick. Jorge Soler over half an RBI. Let's look at that. Jorge Soler over half an RBI. Final few minutes of the show, everybody. Get those questions in. Get those comments in. Jorge Soler over half an RBI. Not a great implied probability. Has been a decent trend over the last 10. But against Mitch Keller, Soler, 1 for 2. Just not enough there for me. Not enough there for me to jump into it, Joe Warren. LRK425, love the energy. Love it. Appreciate it. Joe Warren, my celebrity pick is Nola under 6.5 strikeouts. Let's get Joe Warren. By the way, Joe, welcome to the Celebrity Shot Big Board. First pick ever by Joe Warren. So Joe Warren, thank you for being a very loyal viewer. I've seen you in the show a couple of times. Joe, great to see you. Aaron Nola, under 6.5 strikeouts. Let's check it out, Joe. Let's see if our implied probability likes this play. That's Aaron Nola. 6.5 strikeouts. And you like the under. The over has the stronger implied probability here, and it has been a very good trend. Now, that said, his numbers against the Braves, maybe you like the Braves hitting against them. There are some strikeout numbers here, so it's interesting. Joe Warren is bucking the trend, says that the under is going to hit. Now, you took the under at 6.5. Has been a good trend there, so interesting. Joe, I'm not going to follow you on this one. I think I lean closer towards the over, but that's okay. Let's see if Joe gets his first pick right. Hope to see you in the show tomorrow, Joe. That way we can talk about it. Final few minutes of the show. Once again, everybody, here are all the picks that we have up on the board. We will go through them slowly right now in case you missed any. And if you do miss any of them and you want to check them out at your own leisure, we will throw all of them up onto our website, buttfumblesports.com. Just go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. You can check out all of our content. The picks will be up there just a few minutes after the show concludes. Here you go, everybody, a slow scroll. We do like the Rays and the Guardians and the Padres today. We have some run in the first inning plays you guys should be aware of, some overplays, underplays. We like Christian Walker, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Austin Riley. Anthony Volpe, after hitting a home run last night, we expect him to strike out. Very consistent trend. Bryce Harper, we're on. Julio Rodriguez, we're splitting the difference, hedging our hit play with a strikeout. Stephen Kwan, we like today. Fernando Tatis, Lane Thomas. And we just threw up Manny Machado a little bit ago. We have a couple of WNBA picks today, 2 game picks and 1 player prop bet. Our long ball, long shots of the day are up there. We have a few more if you guys keep hitting the like button. Our stealing and sharing picks of the day, 5 so far, and your celebrity shots of the day. If you guys want to check those out, if you missed any of them, don't worry, they'll be posted live on our website after the show. Nafis Collier. Let's look at it. So, Nafis Collier. And you were asking about blocks. I don't have access to blocks. No access to block data. Sorry about that, IP Shade 45. Harley Ferguson, a loyal subscriber. Appreciate you, Harley. So for all of those that are curious about our show tomorrow, if you guys love watching Butt Fumble Sports live and you want to do it tomorrow, make sure you come back and we will be live. Butt Fumble Sports is live tomorrow, Friday, June 23rd at 1 p.m. EST. Again, we are live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you love our show, if you want to watch tomorrow's show, make sure you find us on YouTube, TikTok, Kick, or Twitch. You can always go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. Use our live button. But we will be live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, everybody. 1 p.m. Eastern. Boss Lady Murr, so great to see you. No worries, even though you missed the show, we do have Stephen Kwan over half a single. We couldn't get it on over half a hit. If Boss Lady Murr, if you can find over half a hit, I take it. Where we were looking using Outlier, we couldn't find over half a hit. It was set at 1.5. That's why we took the single. He's 3 for 4 lifetime against JP Sears. So we do like the over half a hit if you can find it. Over half a single if you can. Again, our show tomorrow is at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's for everybody. It's going to be on TikTok Live, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. However, this weekend shows, Saturday and Sunday, will both be for YouTube subscribers and for TikTok Live subscribers. So make sure you guys subscribe to Butt Fumble Sports on TikTok Live. If you guys love the show, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys are part of this community. We are live every single day, giving you information, research, having a lot of fun talking with you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe to Butt Fumble Sports on TikTok Live and on YouTube. What's my confidence on Stephen Kwan? Probably about 75%, so pretty high. 75, maybe even 80%. Appreciate all of you guys joining us. I'm being told we have one more stolen base pick to give out that Jorge shared the channel. So we have another stolen base pick to give out. And we will go with, I'm going to go with Brian De La Cruz. Not Ellie De La Cruz, no Reds today, but Brian De La Cruz. Let me show you why. Brian De La Cruz, over half a stolen base, 11% implied probability. But once, by the way, Mitch Keller does give up the stolen bases, so that's why I like him. Plus 800 is why I really like it. I know it's a long shot, but I like the plus 800. Put half a unit down on it. I think it's worth chasing. Okay, everybody, final few minutes of the show. Again, if you missed any part of the show today, you can find the entire show on YouTube, Butt Fumble Sports on YouTube. You can find it all there, as well as all of our content. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. If you watch our videos on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick, make sure you hit that like button. Of course, if you guys want to reach us off the air, you can always DM us on our social media platforms, or you can go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. You go over here, hit the Contact Us page, and just let us know. Write a comment, write an email. We'll get it and reach back out to you. I'm going to reach out to LRK425 after the show is over. He hit us up yesterday, wants to talk about joining Butt Fumble Sports behind the scenes. That's what we're here for. We love talking sports with you sports fans out there. If you guys want to get off your butt and into the game, out of the stands and onto the field, reach out to us. Butt Fumble Sports is here to help sports fans be a part of the sports media industry. So if you guys love talking sports, you want to be more involved in sports content creation, or just in what Butt Fumble Sports is doing, reach out to us here at Butt Fumble Sports. We would love to have you as a part of the team. Final few minutes of the show. One more time, in case anyone missed it, Butt Fumble Sports is live for another 2-hour show tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST. IP Shade 45. DM us IP Shade 45 and we'll send you a free 7-day trial link for Outlier. Okay, everybody, we have now done a 2-hour show. It's amazing how quickly it goes by. Want to give a big shout out to all of those who hooked us up with our live goal today. IP Shade 45, Tyler, Macy Toru, appreciate you. LRK 425, appreciate your support today. For all those who are in the comments section, Boss Lady Murr, IP Shade 45, Jorge, Harley Ferguson, Joe Warren, Tito's Full Send, man, you guys were attacking the comment section today. I absolutely love it. Colton, great to see you today. Gaz, great to have you back with the show. Mike Torres 835. So great to have so many of our loyal viewers with us every single day. Big shout out to all those who watch on YouTube, Kick and Twitch, Top Dog, Caesar, Dante. So great to have you guys with us every single day. So appreciate all the support you guys show us. We are in the final few seconds of the show. So as I say every single day, make sure that you guys reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. And always go back to our website, buttfumblesports.com. You can find all the picks that we gave out during our show up there in just a few minutes. As I say towards the end of every show, I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you stay safe. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and evening. Enjoy the NBA draft tonight. The NBA draft is tonight, Wembanyama Day. It is Wembanyama Day, and keep your eye out for those Woj bombs. Adrian Wojnarowski, the NBA insider, he's going to be dropping news all day, so pay attention. The Porzingis Marcus Smart trade was just the start. I'm sure there will be other trades that go down over the next few hours. So I hope you enjoy the draft tonight. I hope you guys cash a lot of tickets. And as always, thank you guys for the support. We are here because of you. We are so grateful for the support you guys show us. Make sure you guys subscribe on TikTok Live, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. And we hope to see you again tomorrow for another 2-hour show at 1 p.m. tomorrow. That's 1 p.m. Eastern